So we will see what we get here. Yeah, see, Toys. Toys is like a 5,000 MMR player, and he's like, man, I hate Protoss. And it's like, see? People have complaints about Protoss.
Yeah, but...
but
Most
just play
balanced
like
talk.
the best players in the world. Play like
Exactly.
Maru. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Alright, now, this could be hard lead or hard lead.
I think it's... Oh my god, I don't even
Right?
know. Wait, how do you spell lead again?
That's it.
E-D, right? This is
No.
lead. Are they
No,
spelled the same?
lead.
Is it one of those words?
Yeah, it's a homonym,
Oh
where
my
two
gosh.
words are pronounced the same but spelled different and mean different things.
But it's spelt one way, so what does that mean? Anyway. It's Ryung for onside.
Oh, no, I got... whatever, you know what I mean. And in the top left, it's nice. Nice is playing for Starlight Twinkle.
Yeah, an awesome team name.
Yes. A very Chinese team. Which makes sense. Cham's in there, though. Go Cham.
I just love how when Kespa went away, the Chinese Starcraft team was like, alright, I'll do it myself. And now we have this awesome world teammate.
Pretty much. Pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna go with hard lead, because it sounds cooler than hard lead.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense.
Yeah. Because I assume the bullets that are firing out of Marine's guns are lead.
Yeah, you wouldn't
I
want
don't know.
soft bullets, right?
Right.
Or mushy
Don't-
bullets, or...
Don't want to shoot marshmallows or anything.
The gas steal from Nice. One of those things, it's like, is it good? I don't know. Kind of depends what the Terran was planning on doing in the first place. But... Ryung is playing blind, just electing to go for that Nexus in his main base. Or for command center in his main base, pardon me.
Right. Safe place to build it. If it's a one-base attack from Nice, so be it. He's living with the possibility. The gas steal is a bit of an indication, too, that maybe something crazy is coming, but...
Yeah, and it's right. It's gonna be like a 4-gate.
But with a second Nexus? Are you crazy?
Yeah, well, it's the legacy of the Void Nexus. Everyone gets a natural for free, basically.
True.
It's all the same builds as Heart of the Swarm and Wings of Liberty. It's just add a Nexus, or add a command center.
Good point. If your Zerg at a third base.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And guess what we get? A Cyclone! Which is not weird. Opening with a Cyclone in TvP has been pretty standard for a while. It helps deal with Oracles and Phoenix that come in and stuff. Pretty good against Adepts and Stalkers, too.
They're so good. Like,
They're
I'll
really good.
admit, I haven't played with them too much or watched too much in the new patch, but from what I've seen, there is a lot of room for good plays from Terrans with them.
Definitely. So, it's Adepts.
Yeah, now that's a bit weird.
That is weird.
Because, like, the Cyclone should just wreck them, right? Like,
I mean, Adepts don't do bonus versus Cyclones. Cyclones don't do bonus versus Adepts either.
yeah, but Cyclones deal a lot more damage by default.
They do. And they've got greater range, too.
Yeah, like, look at this. Like, it's 2 Cyclones. This is such a big investment for Nice. I have no idea what he's
Do
doing.
you think Ryung is a Zerg player? What is happening?
Maybe.
Get
Like,
Resonating Glaives.
He's on 28 workers. He just made, like, 2 more probes, and he's like, alright, 3 more Adepts. Let's go.
This is like you said, weird players. What I'm trying to the last time I saw anything like this was the whole Phoenix Adept play,
Yeah,
which
but
is
there's
kind
no
of viable.
Phoenix.
Right. It's viable when there's both of those things, but not just the one.
Like, these are non-upgraded Adepts. They're nothing.
They just killed 6 SCVs. How
That
dare
was
you
pretty
say they're
quick.
nothing?
But, I mean, Ryung's down 2 workers now. He's got a bunker up. Okay, there's a shade. He does actually catch the Cyclones. The Marines went horribly around. He still keeps one of them alive, however. He's got the bunker. Okay. I'm just gonna start talking now.
Nice! You're a madman! He's just making adepts! He has no interest in resonating glaives at all.
Is this enough to kill this bunker? He might just kill
Yes.
this bunker.
Absolutely. 1 volley, 2 volleys, and 3 volleys dead. Easy.
Okay, now... Ryung's
Well,
just
now his
sitting in
economy
his
is
main-
better.
I mean, it's still not
I
much
don't-
better.
It's 39 to 29 workers. It's 2 bases to 1.
Yeah,
That's way better.
Ryung's
It's double.
Ryung's got 2 mules on his main base.
Well, he's completely oversaturated up there. Not getting too much value for it, right?
Well, pull up that income graph. Nice. Yeah, okay, he just kind of missed it. But he's only ahead by like 100 or 200 mils.
Yeah, true.
And now Ryung's
ahead
got
is
stimmed
good.
bio crossing the map.
Oh, gosh. Some adepts are going home.
Stim bio with +1. No combat shield, though, so they will be soft marines.
Mm-hmm.
And Nice is going for charge. He's not even getting resonating claims.
Getting charged for all of your zealots. Nice. What is happening?
Okay, now
What?
this is bad for Ryung. He's charging right into the depths. I mean,
Oh. You didn't want to take that fight.
yeah, okay, yeah, he's gonna drop. There's charge lots warping on in.
He doesn't unload in the main at all.
The natural still hasn't been secured for Ryung, really.
Dude, Ryung, you need to retake your nats, sir.
But he can just drop all over the place, though. The Adept will have to run around.
They're pretty fast, but yeah, they're not that fast.
The Marines do have combat shield now, too, so they're a lot tougher. Shutting down
Marauders
mining.
getting added in. This game makes no sense.
this is what we wanted.
It is.
Okay, now it's Marines with Medivac support. They totally could have taken on those Adepts, but Ryung
Yeah.
chooses to keep them alive. Like
It's just like, you can't shoot up. Oh, the charge lots. Sandwich.
hey, that base going down.
Army value is 55 to 49 in favor of Ryung, and he's pushing.
Yeah, this is one of the most games ever.
Concussive shells on the
He's
way.
even bringing
and
SCVs.
Nice is getting blink like a normal Protoss.
There's all the
Alright.
Widow Mines burrowing. They are going to get some good connections, killing off Adept Zealots. Now there's like 10 Adepts without resonating glaives against all
Shield
of this.
battery overcharge. Get him. No, Ryung does not care about your resonating or your battery overcharge, man.
I mean, he wins
Wow.
in the weird game, but he loses in the actual game.
I. GG! Nice is just trying stuff, man.
I want to see that again.
You want to see him try to go for Mass Adept with no resonating glaives again?
I mean, I saw it kind of work.
It really worked until Combat Shield and Stim and Medivacs and Concussive Shells and Marauders and Widow Mines were out, yes.
Yeah, I think the choice to go charge was a weird one.
Uh-huh.
If he had gone
It-
for glaives...
Maybe. Or, you know, some Phoenix. Because that's how this is supposed to work.
Yeah, that would work too.
Hey, this next map is Oceanborn. We know how to pronounce this one.
Yes, we do.
This is going well. We haven't even had to do Hecate yet.
Oh, whoops, I invited the wrong player.
Oh.
This is what happens when they don't have their name set.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's ready, so away we go into game number 2 between doing these guys.
Nice and Ryung. Ryung is like, what happened there? I'm glad I won at least. And yes, John Solo, that was definitely one of the Starcraft 2 games. Out of all the Starcraft 2 games. Oceanborn.
All right. Here we are. In the top left for onside, it's Ryung.
And in the bottom right, he tried some weird stuff. It's nice. Does he have more weird stuff up his sleeve?
I hope so.
That'd be very cool.
I think Haas is retiring soon, so Nice has to take it over.
He has to. I think he's legally obligated.
Yeah.
We have to have a weird Protoss in StarCraft. We've got a weird Terran. It's Gumio. Who's the weird Zerg, though? I don't think we have one of those. Oh, I guess...
Ragnarok, maybe?
Maybe. Bly? Is Bly still around?
He is still playing in WCS Europe. He's not active at all.
Okay.
Like, he used to play in, like, 3 cups a day.
Yeah.
Now he plays in no cups a day. But he still managed to qualify for WCS Europe, and then he's close to making it into the top 16.
Nice.
It completely depends on the matches tomorrow. I'm following it. I haven't had the time to watch, but I've been cheering for him.
I root for him. I like Bly. He will do proxy hatches more than other people, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Scarlet. Scarlet will proxy hatch.
Yeah.
So will Rogue. To a certain extent.
Yeah, Rogue's been gone a long time, though.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Shouldn't count him. Okay, so Nice is not going 4-gate Adept this game. Surprise.
He's opening with a random Zealot, though.
I just don't know what you expect to get with a random Zealot.
And he's sending a probe, too.
Okay. Random Zealot, sidekick probe. Like...
I'd watch that.
I watched that TV show.
Like a cop show.
Yeah. Like the Zealot's the muscle and the probe does all the mystery solving and stuff.
Yes, 100% yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that Zealot runs right by the Reaper. The Reaper doesn't turn around, so Ryung did not expect a random Zealot to run at his wall. Can he get the reactor? No, there's a Marine there. Ryung was a smart Terran.
Right. He made the Marine first. He's fine. I don't know what the Zealot is supposed to do. I guess delay the construction of the natural if it was on the ground. Proxying again. He made an Adept.
Nice as the safety shield battery in the natural saying, you
Holy
can't kill
smokes.
my probes.
That is cute.
I love that as Protoss. Just like, alright, Terran could make a Reaper at some point. I'm going to be safe. Now he's got the one Adept, actually, that was able to zone out the Marine.
That's way
But
scarier.
There's a Cyclone on the way.
Repair!
Once the Cyclone's out, this is done.
Yeah. Let's get the damage done while we can.
Is he gonna get it? No.
No. Fun, though.
Warpgate's about done. He's getting a Twilight on the way this time.
He gets DT Rush?
Maybe? Is this just... Like, either the Twilight Council could be a fake, and he's just gonna start warping in units.
Or it's DTs.
Yes.
It's binary. Watching that production tab. What do we got? Anything? What's the Twilight for? Nice. It is a fake out. You're right. He's not doing anything with it. No upgrades, no further tech. Okay, man. You do you. Reaper says, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Hallucinated Phoenix.
Oh,
Adepts.
Nice.
Adepts with a charge follow-up again. He's like, hang on.
I don't get it.
I perfected the build. I made some mistakes in game 1. This one will work. I will not make as many adapts before getting charged. And then go mass charge lot. That'll work. Ryung's finishing up stim, combat shields getting started. He's just doing all the normal tyranny stuff, which worked last time. No real reason to change it up.
Yeah, stimmed bio. It's
Yeah.
this new thing. Have you heard of it?
It's pretty strong. Has been for a very long time. Like, since Starcraft 2 was invented. Oh. Even got a siege tank. Robo on the way. Trying to read what Nice is doing is impossible. If this was a PVZ, I'd feel like he's trying to go charge law, like, all in with the Warp Prism.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
But it's Terran, and that's not a thing.
He's starting Blink, which takes 2 minutes to finish out.
Yeah.
And by that time, there's probably going to be about 10 Marauders, 30 Marines out, and 6 Medivacs. And it's like, what are you going to do as Nice against that?
He's just... Nice is not playing this like it's supposed to be played.
No.
And I mean, I appreciate trying to change the meta and doing stuff outside of the norm, especially when a new patch is out, but... I don't know. I'd prefer if it made a little sense.
Nice is eyeing up a 4th base.
I mean, I appreciate that, but he just has no splash damage. He's so far from having any splash damage, it's concerning.
Okay, where are these stalkers warping in? In the main base.
North. No, something's up north, though. Oh, maybe there was a warping at that gateway and it got wiped out.
Oh, gets a good volley on the Medivac.
Yeah, there's a warp in here. Okay, that was cool.
That's nice.
That was fun. Hallucinated Phoenix. Not doing any damage, but looking cool. Yeah, concussive shells finishing up for the Terran.
In comes Stalkers. Link is about to be done. Ryung's thinking of going in there. Turns out he can just hide there as long as he wants. And he has a big drop going towards the natural. However, there is some Zealots and Adepts there. More Zealots warping on in. Drop goes towards the high ground. But lots of Marauders in that Medivac. How much of the army is pulling in here? Ryung's going to now drop to the 3rd and stay behind the natural here. Stalkers want to try and get those Medivacs. Zealots trying to close in on this. Bit of damage getting done on each side. And we are at the point in which things economically are looking pretty good for Nice. Like, Ryung's got the 3rd base, but he's delayed it with this Warp Prism. And he's already got his 4th base on the way. He's had his 3rd for a lot longer than the Terran's been on 2 bases, which isn't great for him.
Is Nice just flexing? He's like, I don't need splash damage.
I mean, Protoss love to play this style. They're like, I don't have to worry with this. Just so often, the Terrans are like, oh, okay, I'll just use bio and kill you.
Right.
But this is a lot of Protoss.
Happen. But Ryung's like, no, I'm gonna let you get 4 bases. Gonna let you macro up. Okay, throwing down a Templar Archives now. It's probably gonna be for Storm. Ghost Academy's on the way from Ryung without having a 3rd base yet. Little ambitious.
Yeah, I'd like to see some Chrono on this Forge. That's the main thing. Nice has got the energy. If he already had +1 attack done, that would be very good for him.
Especially considering Ryung has the +1 attack and is working on +1 armor now, and it's almost done.
Prism unloads some Zealots towards the natural. He's just gonna save those at the last second, actually. Engagement in the middle of the map. Looks like Ryung had a pretty good engagement at the start of this, but you can only kite so many Zealots, so he's just got to retreat. Widowmine goes off, gets a good connection, and the Terran is chased wee all the way home, while the Prism does some work in the main, and it gets out.
Yeah, High Templar getting fired up, Storm getting started here too. I'm waiting for Ryung to try to land that 3rd base, but he just feels too afraid to try it. Is he doing it now? He's doing it now.
Is he? Oh, he just misses the Observer on the scan. That's pretty painful for him.
Wow, that was right on the edge. repositions.
Now, Ryung still got himself a pretty good army. He can kite this for days until that Psystorm's done.
Psystorm's not very fast either, but he's got a pretty tiny window at this point to try to force an engagement. And he's moving. He's pulling the boys!
I was wondering if he was going to go for this.
Man, remember that time in StarCraft where every PvT was a pulling the boys game?
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was horrible. We're back. We're back in those
Where's
times.
The EMP? There's one.
There's a
catches
miss.
a few units, but
yeah,
he's got at least 2 more with this, and he's got Widow Mines in the mix.
Storm
There's
is
High
done.
Templar. There's my
gosh, the Storm! It finishes up right in the nick of time. Ryung took too long. Look at how wounded his bio is.
Point, however.
Yeah, it's a good choke. Protoss probably shouldn't follow in there, but that was all in. Do not chase this. Nice. Ryung brought all of his SCVs with him. He needs to win now or he's done.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, good snipe on the Viking, I guess. Fair trades.
Okay, and Immortal started. A lot more Zealots warping on in. Ryung has mules. He's got a 3rd base on location, dropping those mules too. And he is kiting these Zealots pretty darn well. Like, minimal Terran units are dying. There's the Stalkers blinking forward. Ghost drop EMPs.
EMPs. Ghosts are dying for it, though. We can hear that dramatic ghost death sound. It reveals cloaked units, too.
Army supply in favor for the Terran. Those Medivacs still have a decent amount of energy to support this, but there is some good snipes with the Stalkers. My gosh, I don't even know what to say here.
It's 66 to 20 workers. I think nice is okay.
I mean, army supply.
Yeah, but Storm.
What Storm? He's got no High Templar.
Yes, he does. Did you just turn him into Archons?
He did, yes.
No! Nice!
I mean, the Archons will still actually do him pretty darn good.
They're okay. I'd rather have 4 High Templar with Storm.
Yeah, he does have +2 attack now. That's really going to help him out. +2 armor is on the way. There is a Ghost with an EMP. Battery overcharge was popped. Like, it's make or break for Ryung. Make no mistake. Great force fields from Knights whittle off a good chunk of that Terran's army.
Cannot believe this all-in is still happening. Ryung, you're crazy.
Well, when you get all in, you're all in. Trying to bait the Protoss into a bad engagement. The plus, he doesn't actually quite have the +2 yet, but the Zealot's still doing a good job tanking. Ryung trying to target down the Archons. He gets 1, runs those Zealots into a Widow Mine.
Ground armor level 2 just finish up for the Protoss here too. Archons, any hits the Archons get are huge. Archons die for it though. GG, their range is bad, and yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that there was a Zealot run by that happened at the end there too.
Ah, that helps. Yeah, that was the longest enduring all-in I've ever seen. He pulls the boys and goes, and it takes 4 minutes for the game to be over. Good stuff. All right, so we're tied up. Nice continues to do weird stuff. Ryung is playing this as normal as TvP ever is. And it's 1-1.
Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in to a Freako World 107. Both of the games between these two players delivering an awesome series so far tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's largely been nice kind of mucking it up here, but Ryung's weathered the storm fairly well, at least in game 1. But then game 2 just kind of let Nice get up to 4 bases too fast. Didn't really try to punish it at all, and by the time he tried, it was too late. Very interesting, weird game for sure.
All right, both players are ready, and away we go into game number 3.
3 it is. Hecate. Wait, did I say that right? I always worry.
We talked about this earlier.
Hecate. Yeah, it's Hecate. Greek origins. Greek goddess type stuff.
Okay, and here we are in a tied series. In the top right, it's onside Ryung.
And in the bottom left, it's our guy Nice. Is he going to go for more weird adept openings with charge? I hope not, because it's confounding. Did it work in game 2? Kind of. I kind of feel like it was more just sheer economy. Just getting 4 bases up before your opponent gets their 3rd base up is pretty amazing. Probe on the harassment schedule again.
So I have a weird win to share. Well, I had a lot of time off recovering from my surgery, browsing Facebook Marketplace and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I decided I wanted an old, like one of the old fat PlayStation 3s.
Oh, not the Slims. Okay.
No, because it can play the old PS2 games, and it was just like the very early models that Sony made to do that, so they're kind of like a collector's item. So
Yeah.
looking on Facebook for it. Just like keeping an eye open in case someone goes to sell one that doesn't really know that the older models are worth around like 200 bucks still.
Uh-huh.
And so I ended up finding one that some guy said he knew it was like a backwards compatible one. He just said that it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So I drive probably almost an hour there to get it.
Uh-huh.
And as I go to pick it up, he's like, yeah, it doesn't work, but feel free to try and fix it. I'm like, all right, I can probably get the parts or whatever to fix it.
Yeah.
They'll cost me like 20 bucks maybe. And then I go home to turn it on, and turns out the guy just had the switch on the back of it, like the power supply switch off, and it worked totally fine.
Oh
no!
Guy. Oh, that hurts. It's good for you, but that hurts.
Yes. I almost messaged the guy to be like, hey, this works totally fine. Did you want some money for it? But I was like, well, he could have checked that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so hang on. I didn't know that. So PlayStation 3 comes out backwards compatible with PlayStation 2, which is pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next revision with the PlayStation 3 Slim, they got rid of backwards compatibility.
Yes, it's really interesting because the old PlayStation 3 Fat, basically it had a PlayStation 2 built into it, just for the backwards compatibility.
That's really a clunky way to do that.
So it really blew up the cost. Well, it's like with PlayStation games, they're so hard to emulate because of whatever, like I don't know, is it like x86 or something that like Sony... whatever framework they use for their games makes it very hard to emulate them. So even Sony can't do it. That's why they've never done backwards compatibility on PS4s or PS5s, even though they have the hardware to do the emulation.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Come on. Good old Sony. All right. Meanwhile, Nice is getting Blink earlier than the 8-minute mark, so that's nice.
Yeah.
He loves this proxy gateway stuff, though.
He really does. If you're Ryung, or if you play against Nice in a series, check for the gates, guys.
Just go looking.
Oh. What?
Dude, he doesn't have Blink. He can't Blink dodge yet.
There's the probe. Does Ryung unburrow it?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does not. But he does now, and he runs and... No.
And it's almost like this is what Nice was hoping Ryung would do. Open with the Widow Mines, the Hellions, the Marines. Because the Stalker and the Gateway unit pushes are way better against that than the Cyclone. Oh. Bit of aggression here. Nice, just got no choice but to run away. Loses one Stalker. Orphaning 2 more. I don't know if Ryung realizes how much Blink aggression is going to be coming his way. This is a 4-gate Blink play. He's starting to bunker now.
I mean, this is normal. Here we go. Nice is playing a regular Starcraft again, everybody.
Always supply blocks so badly, though.
Yeah, that's not going to help with this Blink Stalker all-in, sir, but I don't know.
Yeah, getting some good trades. That is just time buying for Ryung, however.
Yeah, trying to get more Marauders out, trying to get Stim, that'd be really useful here.
Nexus and third.
Yeah, third base behind it. Intriguing. Repair, repair.
Oh, nice. Gets a good pick off on that Medivac. Ryung has just been on 2 racks as well, so he hasn't had mass bio production or anything.
Starting +1 up, making more probes here. Just really looks like we're just trying to contain Ryung on 2 bases again. While getting a 3rd base up, while getting a 4th base up, that'd be pretty good. Kind of just a repeat of game number 2 here. See if that works out for him. Charge, Zealots, upgrades, Robo for detection. And Ryung just doing what Terrans do, man. Medivacs, combat shield, stim. You know, the classics. Maybe we'll get a robotic support bay here. Maybe we'll actually get some Colossus or Disruptors. I'm crossing my fingers on this.
Yeah.
Come on, nice. Robo's done. Nope, fired up 8 Zealots. Okay, fine. Fine.
What else?
Relying really heavily on Stalkers and Zealots
Are
here.
you not entertained?
I'm kind of entertained. I'm more confused than anything else.
Oh, can he get a Marauder? That would be nice. Targets a Marine instead.
Weird, but okay.
Probably the right call. Ryung might have saved the Marauder. There's all those Zealots coming across the map.
And pulling the boys again. Here comes
Oh,
Ryung.
nice.
He going for it. Doesn't have a 3rd base this time at all. So he is just earlier coming with the SCBs. Charge lots are like, we'll attack you into this choke. Why? Don't do that.
I mean,
Nice.
attacking from behind, I guess he just figures any trade is an alright trade. Get rid of all those FCVs that were buffering.
Ugh, that was terrible.
He gets off He gets off a warp in. He should have another one before Ryung rolls up, so that'll give him a pretty good army. Hey, there's that second Warpin. Warpin and 2 High Templar. He's got an Immortal on the way, so he's going for an Archon. And Ryung is all in with this, so Nice just needs to hold, and he'll have a 2-1 lead in this series. He's already killed off a lot of those SCVs. The longer this goes, the better it is for the Protoss. Zealots going around on those siege tanks, and I think that's a great call.
No. He's just picking off other reinforcements.
Okay, there he goes.
Nope. Does swing back around, but not really getting any direct hits on those tanks. But the guys from the south certainly are. All the tanks die. Weird force field, but okay. 51 to 25 workers here in favor of Nice.
Yeah, Army Supply is quite in favor of the Terran, though, and he just needs to get that critical snowball going. Nice has another
burning down.
finish up. That should be rallying out. That's really going to help him pop off these Marauders. Zealots going in, buffering, trying to save that Nexus. There's a lot of Marines putting out damage. The Zealots are all gone.
Once the Archon pops too, that's a huge deal. Couple Zealots in the back of Nice's composition here. Got to pull his own probes in. Shield battery overcharge pops.
Oh, he doesn't target
Nexus.
it on the Nexus, so it dies.
Does go down. So it's 2 base to 2 base now. Mules are real.
Yeah,
They're keeping
mules
Ryung
are
in
real.
this a little bit longer. Nice has to fall back now and try to defend his natural base. This is a lot tighter than the last game.
Stalkers going for every little pick-off they can. The upgrades are in favor of Nice, but the trades haven't shown it, as the Marine control has been real good from Ryung. In go the Zealots once more. The Marines target this down so quickly. Stalkers have got to try and get some pick-offs while the Zealots give their lives buffering here. And there's all the Zealots gone again. There's just too many Marines here, it looks like, though. Immortals and Stalkers are not what you want as Protoss against this. He's trading out all right. There's a tank now rolling up. Another Zealot Warpin comes in.
Wow.
Smaller the number of units, though. I think the better this gets for the Terran.
These Zealots just are so hard to kill with their extra armor upgrades they're sitting on. This is really tight, man.
It is crazy. Another Immortal's about to pop. That's a unit that thrives on low supply numbers.
Once again, Ryung turns an all-in to a 3-minute ordeal.
and the ordeal it is. Weak Medivac gets targeted off. Nicely done.
Concussive Shell catches the Stalker on the retreat, as per usual. Adding some Liberators into the mix now is Ryung. I like that idea quite a bit.
Yeah, Nice is moving out. I don't think he can do that, though. I mean, he's down to half the army supply.
Yeah, but Zealots are so good against this Marine Marauder stuff. No Widow Mines, no EMPs.
Yeah, Nice doesn't even have the gas that is natural. That's actually a huge chunk of income he's missing out on. He could be adding in way more Archons if he had that. However, he focused on this heavy Zealot style, and he's looking for an attack now. But I think he's just got to make like a Prism, go for some counter harassment, that sort of thing. There we go, the gases are on the way. There's the Prism. He cancels the Prism, however, and warps in 3 more Zealots.
He just loves the Zealots.
In such a nice move.
Yeah. Find someone who loves you as much as Nice loves Zealot.
Yeah, he's got 19 again. But they have not done well for him so far. He sees there's Liberators, so he knows he's going to be in trouble. He baits out a Stim, that's good, but there is 7 Medivacs for Ryung, so it's not too big of a deal.
It's a lot of Medivacs. For not that many Marines, honestly. As Samacron says in chat, there's a Medivac for every Marine almost. Alright, Liberators setting up their no-go zones, covering that little choke area, and trying to cover the backside against possible Zealot attacks onto those tanks, too.
Okay, Nice is going for a big counterattack. This is going to put Ryung's feet under fire, and Nice is just going to have to play the delay game. He's got this 1 battery here that's going to be huge for this defense. If he fights under the battery overcharge right now, that would be good for him, while these Zealots potentially destroy the economy of Ryung, and they are destroying it. So Ryung he was all in before, but somehow he's all in even more.
He all in again.
Is there a recall for the Terran, for the Protoss player? Instead, he's just running these Zealots back. Immortals are taking a lot of damage. The battery cannot save them. The Liberators are a big problem, as there's 4 of them there, and it's taken a long time for these units to run back here.
Oh, man. It looks like Ryung somehow down 45 to 14 workers. Has done it. That's it. Nice is not breaking this. GG, Ryung. All's in off of the all-in and gets a win to go up 2-1 in this best of 5. What a madman.
I am loving this series.
This doesn't make any sense. He lost like 20 workers the first time he pulled the boys and won the game 5 minutes later. It's just...
It's Terran, like, you just keep making units. He killed the Protoss' 3rd, so the economies are basically equal at that point.
And the cost efficiency of Marine Marauder is off the charts. And then, I mean, all in after all in. Crazy stuff, man. Nice needs to start worrying about splash damage a little bit more, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this, like... It's one of those styles. The Protoss Zealot Stalker style works well against lesser Terrans, but Ryung seems to have it together enough that he micros his units every time. He doesn't let those Zealots get a lot of swipes off.
Right. It's tough. It is really tough to micro that well against charge lots, but our guy Ryung is good enough to pull it off. All right. Now this map name.
All right. This is a toughie.
I say Alcyone, but it is not that.
What's it
because that's not what Tasteless calls it.
Yeah, but Tasteless isn't right about everything.
Well, I don't know, man. Feel like... I don't know. I'm going to call it Alcyone. If someone wants to correct me in chat, they can.
Alcone, is that it?
Nope. It's something that doesn't sound like the way it is spelled. Because, again, not English.
Alcyone. I don't know.
Alcyone? 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 I don't know, man. I got nothing.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Ryung wants that probe. He gets it. Nice.
Nice. I beg of you, sir. Wait a second. Did you change the scene? Am I just way back on the stream?
Should be on auto, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe just try refreshing.
Yeah, I'm way behind.
Yeah, so losing that probe early hurts a little bit. Okay, Nexus on the way, Command Center on the way, so both players expanding.
If Nice goes for another proxy gate, I will not be surprised. Come on, Nice. Let's get Storm out more quickly this time. Or at all. That'd be nice. Oh, here we go. Aki says... Okay, but... CY. Is that just C? Psy? Kai? Is that an O or an OO? Like, this needs to be... You know what I mean? Pronunciation things, not just splitting the word up into different
Early
sections.
game is really not going the way of Nice this match. That's the 4th dead probe early on. Reaper gets
How
out.
on earth? How do you lose 4 probes?
Nice kind of ignored some Protoss fundamental, and that is that Terran can have a Reaper in your base at the 3-minute mark.
Somicron says Alcyone? I think that's what Tasteless said it was.
Alcyone.
Alcyone. I did not see Alcyone in this word at all. Where's the O?
Well, I mean, there's...
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I see it. Alcyone.
See Alcyone, you see it?
Like the Y and the O makes an IO sound.
Alcyone. Thank you. Aki sent me the click to get the pronunciations. Alcyone. I'm going to say it 10 times. Alcyone. Alcyone. Alcyone.
Say it till it loses all meaning.
Until it just becomes second nature and I don't have to think about it.
Intercepting this Woodamine drop. That would be a good comeback for Nice. He's looking for it. He finds it with one of the Stalkers. Forces out the boost.
He's got
finishes
Blink!
just in time.
And... Oh, shut down.
Terran.
Beautiful.
Tears everywhere as the Medivac gets blown out of the sky.
The O is the 5th letter. Thank you, Aki. I know, but like the word has an O in it. Where's the O sound or the OO sound? Alcyone. I don't I mean, I'll accept it as the truth. I just don't
say
understand.
it like Alcyone.
Okay, for you. Alcyone. Alright, well, Nice is throwing up a Robo pretty quickly. Loving that. Support Bay in particular. Let's be specific. I would love to see some disruptors here. Stalkers. Hey, they got a supply depot. Thanks to the burn down mechanic Terrans have to deal with. So annoying.
It's broken. Fix it.
It is.
They're futuristic. They should have a fire suppressant mechanic. And
they
the
do
campaign.
in the campaign. Right. There you go.
Why do I have to worry about this on my ladder games?
Seriously.
busy trying to drop mules. Stop making me do extra work.
They can make people invisible. You'd think they could put little fire suppressants on their buildings.
Do you remember when mules dropped automatically?
Ooh, for like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a horrible 10 minutes. They didn't cost energy.
Wait. And isn't that when they made queens inject automatically too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried that for a hot minute.
That was terrible.
And then everybody was like, I don't know, the lower level players were like, this is great.
Yeah, the problem is they nerfed mules into oblivion.
That's true, they did.
And they gave nothing. Like, didn't they make them mine gas, or is that just a figment of my imagination?
No, I don't think they ever did gas. But they did reduce the amount of larvae that spawned with injects for queens.
Right, they made it, like, useless. And that was when they couldn't stack, either.
Right. Yeah, they've tried that. I remember those days. Yeah, they reversed it pretty quick, if I remember correctly. Wow.
That was like when Blizzard was like, maybe this will make more casual people like Starcraft. And then it's like, well, you're making the people that like StarCraft not like StarCraft, so put it back.
Right. Doofuses. I'd forgotten about that entirely. It was such a blip.
We've had so many weird patches and metas over the years that, like, someone was like, remember when that was the thing? It's like, I mean, I didn't, but now I do.
Yeah. I remember when we talked about tankovacs, and they lasted way longer than I thought they did.
Oh, way longer than they should have.
Yeah,
It
my
was
brain
like
was
2
like,
years.
it was one patch, and then they got rid of it. No, sir, it was at least a year. Yeah. Maybe even, I feel like it was a year.
That
But
was
way
a horrible
longer than it
idea
should have
to
been.
sell the expansion.
Oh, man.
StarCraft.
They were good.
Legacy of
They
the
were good.
How's it different from StarCraft? Part of the
Tanks don't
can
have to
fly.
unsiege. Yeah.
What if we made those things fly? What if we gave it pig wings?
He says Hecate has two pronunciations, Hecate and
Well,
Hecate.
how does that work? How can you possibly pronounce one word the same two different ways?
Dialect?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if the word was a thing before written language really was.
Or if there's two different regions that just pronounce it differently?
Yeah, I guess. But still, isn't this where Oxford usually steps in and tells us all how to pronounce it?
I don't know, man. They just go with what's used, honestly. That's why literally means not literally in the dictionary.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they said literally can either mean literally or not literally. Because that's how people use it.
It's true.
Which frustrates me to no end, but...
Yeah, that's one thing that I find myself doing that I'm like, I need to do better.
We all do. Hey, Disruptor! Hooray!
Yay! Now is the time if we see where 30-year-old Ryung can keep up with these modern video game mechanics and dodge disruptor shots.
Yeah, I'm nice actually playing like a regular Protoss for the first time today.
I mean, he's got 5 bases now. That's pretty crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Regular Protoss. He's expanding like crazy. He's getting multiple types of splash damage. He's making a Dark Shrine. This is PvT. Ryung is doing what Ryung's always done. Maybe a couple more Vikings to deal with these Colossus, but... And a Raven. I think we've seen a Raven today, have we?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. That is interesting. Ravens are pretty good in this matchup.
Oh, you got a
shocked.
research interference matrix now.
You do.
That's horrible.
It's pretty bad, but the idea was to stop Ravens from showing up in the first 5 minutes and just disabling
stop
2
the
Colossus and
diving
winning the
pushes,
game.
That's why they gave us the new cycle.
Right. Disruptors are good. Take that, Widowmine. Take that, Marines and Marauders. Oh boy, they dodged it. Anti-armor missile, good. Couple auto turrets getting tossed down here too. That's fun.
Oh my gosh, Ryung is a madman just going on in.
He is. He's like, I anti-armor missile
And he
all
gets
you.
one
And
disruptor, 2 disruptors.
That, you know what? Anti-armor missile against Zealots is really good.
It is.
That helps against someone who likes making a lot of Zealots. I'm really shocked Ryung has not been a Raven until now. That is strange. Oh,
He's
or
making
don't
a
just...
fusion core and 2 starports.
He's not going to make battle cruisers, is he? This has to
No,
just be
he
liberators.
can't. Probably just libs.
Yeah.
He does not have the gas to make that much.
Yeah, not while he's doing ghosts and everything else. Certainly not. Boom, 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 boom. DT Blink on the way. Love a good Shadow Stride. One of the coolest names for upgrades in all of StarCraft. Advanced Ballistics getting researched. 3-3 coming in, +2 air weapons. Liberator is going to be a big part of this for Ryung, and he's just keeping the pressure up. He's got 2 separate armies attacking left side, right side. When the Zealots come in, he just melts them. EMP is a bunch of stuff here. Where'd that Raven go? It didn't die, did it? Hey, look, DT.
Citizens arrest.
Yeah, got him.
Okay.
And Nice decides to do a little bit of pressuring himself.
Yeah, he's kind of strung out, though, which is not what you want against a Terran. Ryung should have destroyed these rocks earlier, I feel, though. No way he could get around, although Nice is destroying the rocks, so...
Kind of. With Colossus attacks, not very good against rocks. There we go. Everybody else is participating in the rock destruction. DTs force the whole army out of position and allow Nice up this ramp.
From Nice, my gosh.
He's like, never mind, it's scary up here, and pulls out. It's all good. Nice disruptor.
Oh, he does engage as part of the army. Vikings, though, shooting away on the Colossus.
Ooh, Viking getting sniped. Good control on both sides here. Both players taking bits of damage here and there. 5 Liberators at a time in production. What is that upgrade Ryung is getting? What is that?
Catalyst Reactor increases the energy regeneration rate of Medivacs by 100%. Did they? This used to be a thing. Did they get rid of it and then bring it back?
Yes. It hasn't been a thing for a long time.
It was not a thing for the longest time, but I recognize the icon, I think.
Welcome back, Cadarius. Cadarius Reactor?
Caduceus.
Caduceus.
What is with all these hard to pronounce words?
I don't know. You're making it hard for us casters, that's for sure.
That's okay.
Third base of Ryung in a lot of trouble. On the other side, though, big old drop. Nexus down. Robo-Bay down. Disruptor hit. Pretty good. Not bad. But doesn't kill all of it. Obviously, Robo-Bay gets wiped out. A bunch of Zealots and Stalkers coming in. Disruptor gets out of there after getting tagged. And Terran is forced out of there, but he killed the Robo-Bay and an entire Nexus.
Yeah, his third got bullied a lot. Got a base, though. He's now got some Liberators harassing down here. One of them in range of a cannon, but... Oh, he repositions both of them. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Liberators coming down to the bottom here, though, and if the Protoss is out of position, they will have a hard time engaging into all of these circles.
Yeah, plus they have +2 attack.
Yeah. Gold base gonna go down. Nice is saying, I don't want to deal with all these circles, I'm just going to counterattack, which is probably the right call, seeing as how his Stalkers are all out of position, dealing with this drop over here, trading out with the Marauders decently.
Completely wiping that out. Nice is going to send the Stalkers to reinforce. Where's he going? He's going on the attack? I think he is. Rebase racing? Looks like at least a bit of a base trade scenario here.
Yeah. I think this is the right call for the Protoss, because there's not that much on the ground for Ryung.
And they say never base race a Terran, though.
Yeah, but they also say that saying's like 10 years old.
Terran can still lift their buildings, though. That's kind of the reason
true,
for
yeah.
the saying.
But the game's so much faster now than it used to be.
That's true. Holy Liberator circles of death, man.
Got SCVs with this too, interestingly enough.
Liberator shots on probes.
Like, this is why you don't base race a Terran. If you don't get into their main base right away, they'll just say, alright, I got let's see, tanks, liberators, widow mines, everything that goes well on a ramp.
Yeah, Marines, Marauders, all sorts of great stuff.
A nice repositioning into the main base of Nice by Ryung. Nice has got 6,000 minerals in the bank, which can only make me assume he's going to make 60 zealots.
He doesn't really have a ton of supply to do that, though. He's at 188 supply.
Yeah, just killing off these bases. Can't really deal with these liberators. A turret gets built by Ryung in the main base. Ryung has no income whatsoever, pretty much.
He does not. Nice is still kind of mining from like 3 bases.
Yeah, so Ryung has got a lot of work to do. He's got a big army. He's going to lose 2, possibly 3 command centers at his natural base. He's just holding up in his main base, doing whatever he can. Got to reposition some of those liberators as he totally clears out this main base. There's a big army now at the natural, but we see it's like this is a lot of Protoss. Ryung now moving out with all this army. Nice! Elects to engage before the entire Terran force is here. The Vikings and Liberators get some pretty good trades out. However, the army supply now in favor for Ryung still, but he can't afford to lose this portion of the army. He gets those Liberator circles up. Protoss is going to get punished for that, but not too badly.
The Colossus almost died. There's 1 remaining. That was big. 115 to 105 army supply. Once again, Ryung finds himself in a pretty good army position, but economically he's in the toilet.
Nice has 4,000 minerals in the bank. He needs more gateways.
Yeah. Powered gateways, specifically. Is he just giving this Nexus up? I think he's giving this Nexus up.
I think that's the right call. It's a tough one because, I mean, who knows how does Nice know the state of Ryung's economy, which is not that good. Instead, he's going to go across the map again. And if he can get into the main base of the Terran with even just some of these units, that would be huge for him. And he is going to do that, it looks like. Except he sent just Zealots, no Stalkers.
Disruptor, no connection there. Zealots going to town on whatever they can find that's not inside that main base. Although, the main base isn't protected as it was.
No, he denies the mining at these 2 locations once again, which is good for him. The trades have been really good for Nice in the past minute or so, and he's still the one that can make units, albeit he's really not.
2 Stalkers at a time.
Just make some gateways, make 40 Zealots.
He got 4,000 minerals. He's throwing up a Stargate?
Oh, he's actually going to repower these gateways, but the SCVs are up.
Ryan.
Oh, that's so good.
Can 2 SCVs kill a pylon? Not that fast. No.
Okay, the Liberators are Ryung's golden zoning tool. He's got 3 orbital commands, so he can drop mules at a decent rate, but not enough, I feel. But at the same time, it's still even supply. Mass libs. Big Stalker warpings happening now that those gateways are repowered.
Yeah, this definitely should be a nice win at this point, but these Liberators are so frustrating to engage with. Great catch.
Well, there's actually 3 Disruptors now. Stalker's got to be careful. Liberator's all setting up. Disruptor tosses out a Nova. Ryung wants to take a fight at this point, but he just can't. He needs those Liberators on the Protoss army, and that's not going to happen unless Nice commits.
Yeah, Nice is just too smart for that. Soon as the circles come up, he's bailing.
Oh, big Disruptor connection. The Disruptor does perish, however. The next Disruptor's up for grabs, but then so are all those Liberators.
Nice just lost his Colossus and all of his Disruptors. The splash damage factor in this army is gone all of a sudden.
Yeah. He can still replace some of these units, but if he trades out poorly, Ryung can keep on going with this. It's 1 SCV, 75 army supply to 92, 45 probes for Nice, so he's still producing a lot. 6 Zealots, 2 Disruptors, 3 probes on the way.
Yeah, this is very much like the last game, except the economic situation for Ryung is a lot worse.
Yeah, he's got ghosts, which are incredible in this scenario, but the extra disruptors, I feel, should be it. If Ryung can grab these, though, that would be huge for him, and he is going to get them. This could be the fight. Liberator setting up. Stalkers have to target those. The ghosts need to get EMPs off. They are going to hit the Stalkers. The bio is kiting. Stalkers against Marauders and Ghosts with Medivac support.
Oh my gosh. 58 to 39 armor supply. Nice is up. He's making more disruptors, but these Stalkers on the retreat. But yeah, even if you make it kind of a poor trade against the Terran, he can't replace his losses nearly as easily as the Protoss can. However, Nice is down to 400 total minerals. Not great. And he's going to lose a Void Ray for no reason. Okay.
Yeah,
Little sloppy.
I think Nice bought enough time with this trade.
I mean, his income is better than 0. Mules!
Oh, it's not 0.
Mule! Mules!
Okay, here's an engagement. Zealots coming in. GG, nice.
Ah.
Ties it up. Match point.
Okay. Forces a game 5. Yeah, even their normal games aren't normal. That was amazing.
Oh, this is in such a good series between these two.
Yeah, really, really crazy stuff. So overall, nicely done there. Ryung's not able to pull out a super low econ win like he was in game 3 there. Now we're moving into game number 5. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up button. And for the people donating to the prize pool.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Saving esports.
Yeah, these players will be interested in coming back. Thanks to your donations. Again, it goes to the players, not to us. Always good to remember.
Yeah, the winner of this will move on to face Nice. Call me selfish, or we'll move on to face Nightmare. Call me selfish, but I want to see another TvP, so I'm hoping for Ryung. But I'm sure a Nice Nightmare PvP would be ridiculous too, so...
Absolutely. Super fun.
Just making sure all the players are ready before we load into the next match. If you enjoy our commentary and you're just checking this out for the first time, you can find Falcon Paladin and I both on YouTube. Falcon does a lot of Brood War and Starcraft 2 content. I cover a lot of bot content at the minute.
Which is very interesting. Always fun to see how the bots are doing these days.
Oh, some of it's incredible how good they are. I'm not going to gush too much over it, but like, it really is a technology development thing and how much work people have put into it. Like, if you look at 5 years ago, the StarCraft 2 bots versus the ones today, it's insane.
Night and day.
Yes. Anyway, in the bottom right, in the red trunks, it's onside Ryung.
And in the top left, it's our Protoss. He's blue. It's nice.
Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in today.
Yeah, always good to have StarCraft fans around.
Okay, Golden Aura being our map. SCV scout for Ryung moving out. Maybe he's a little bit perturbed that Nice didn't send out a scout. Then what's going on over there, huh?
What are these shenanigans? Well, no shenanigans, actually. Nice isn't trying to one base ya. Cybercore finishing up. Nexus on the way. All's well in Protosville.
I feel like
And
Protosville would be very pretty. Ooh!
Yeah, very shiny. All right, man. Bunker up. I mean, almost up, but it doesn't take that long. There's no response to this from Nice. He's making an adept. Is a Reaper cruising over? Reaper's showing up any second now. There he is. He's going to get in this bunker.
Yeah,
he's going to KD8 charge the adept. Try to KD8 charge the adept.
Oh, it's going to be close if that adept shuts it down. Oh, it does.
Are you kidding me? Oh, he missed with the KD8 charge. Couldn't bounce it away far enough.
The Reaper needed to tank another shot or something.
Oh, man.
Ryung busy microing away with this Reaper. Still on one base. Command center starting up in his, well, almost done in his main.
Yeah, both players just kind of macroing up here. No real changes. Cyclone out in case an Oracle shows up. As is tradition, there is an Oracle on the way, so it's a fear that is not unfounded. Oh, and Aki dumping Discord invite links for both of our servers. Very cool.
Thanks, Aki. Yes, that is a great way to get to all the news and stuff.
Oh, Adept gets a Reaper. Pretty good Adept play from Nice, except that for the time he made like 20 Adepts and didn't give him Resonating Glaze, then they lost the game. Other than that. Ooh, there's that Cyclone. Can chase it away. Not quite as easy to burn it down with the new Cyclone as with the old one.
No, which is, I think, a good change.
Yeah, you can rebuff it, but killing it's a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, I think that's fair. Twilight Council warping in from Nice. And since he seems to be playing a little more standard the last couple games, I assume that's gonna be Blink. Wait, does he have 2 Oracles cruising in?
Yes, he does.
Ah, a pair.
The tank.
And the Viking shows up immediately.
That Viking could not be more perfectly timed as Ryung is building his all-in here as he moves across the map with those tanks, the Marines, a couple of SCVs, and Nice is going to be under pressure. He's got a battery started, a couple of Adepts, a Stalker, and a Void Ray starting. I think he's got to start up another battery right away. He's got a lot of minerals to his name. He starts up a bunch, but they're on the front lines. They're pretty vulnerable. Oracle comes in, activates the Pulsar Beam, working away on some of the Marines, removing the damage, but, I mean, Nice also has most of his units removed, and I think Ryung may have done it with this big push. Like, Nice is panicking, he's throwing up batteries, but, like, he needed to throw those up a little bit sooner. Void Ray coming in and can try and target down that tank. If it gets it, that would be a big deal, as the Adepts are going down. The Void Ray will escape to live another day, but that Void Ray is it for Nice. He's got no other supplies. Chrono boosting out a Void Ray. He's got 2 batteries about to finish up.
Yeah, 1 tank died. But the other one is still firing away on that forward pylon. Not quite enough to threaten the batteries yet. We'll have to reposition for that. The anti-air here for this Void Ray seems to be the Cyclone, which isn't, again, as much bursty damage as it used to be.
Another Void. Oh, a Stalker warp and gets canceled. That is so huge.
Yeah, that's going to hurt immensely.
Gives time for some more units to get here. The Void Ray has the battery overcharge popped on it. It's eating a lot of shots. He retreats. Nice is unable to commit into this because he knows he can't break it. He's engaging just the Marines, trying to tag one of the Vikings, and he gets it. Rebuilding the energy on the Void Rays. He's trying to work through the bunker with prismatic alignment, but battery overcharge is done. One of the Void Rays goes down. The bunker still stands.
Not fully. He is fully repairing the bunker. I think Nice thought he'd gotten it, pulled off to refocus, and the bunker lived. That's huge. Siege tanks are now in range of the shield batteries and the Nexus itself, which is exactly the worst thing that could be happening here for Nice. He's taking tank shots there. He's building up some Zealots, Adepts, Void Rays.
Solid wall.
Sim sitting his way into Nice's base. GG Ryung.
GG, that's the game there, and we have our 2 finalists.
Absolutely crazy series there. Nice back and forth from both players there, but somebody had to win, and that somebody today was Ryung. So it is going to be Ryung, and it is going to be